All right, so like I said in the first video, we're going to be learning about photography. And I want to teach you practical ways that you can use the photography gear that you have, whether it's a point and shoot camera that you picked up or a much more advanced level DSLR camera. Of course, we're going to be talking a lot more about DSLR cameras because those cameras are more customizable. My goal is to get you out of that automatic shooting option. And a lot of point and shoot cameras today come with the option to shoot in what's called manual mode. And that's what we're going to be focusing on in this course, is understanding what you need to know in order to shoot in manual mode. All the photos that I take are shot in manual mode. It gives me the best options as far as dialing in my camera. When you don't dial in your camera to whatever's going on as far as lighting and your subjects, you're letting your camera do all of the guesswork for you. And even though these cameras are getting extremely smart, they still miss the mark a lot of the time because they're taking light values from everything that's going on in the frame, and it's making a guess. It's saying, okay, I have what looks like a person in this photo, but I also have a sky and buildings. So I want all of those things to be exposed. And so auto is going to work towards trying to make sure that you could see all of those items, which usually results in the person being too dark, or maybe the flip side of that, the person being overexposed and everything else in the background being maybe properly exposed. So when you go into manual mode, you're actually telling your camera, here's what I want those values to be. I want to expose for perhaps the person, and I don't mind if the background's a little blown out. Or maybe I want to expose so that the background looks good, and I'll use a flash to fill in the person so that they look exposed well. These are things that you have to tell your camera to do because it doesn't understand how to do them on their own. So those are some of the ideas that we're going to be looking into in photography in this course. By the time that you get through this course, you'll be able to understand aperture and shutter speed on your camera. You'll be able to understand ISO and what safe ranges to use in ISO before your photo starts to look really grainy. My goal always is to try and take photos without flash, because when you add an on-camera flash or you add off-camera flash, you're adding extra things into your workflow or that you have to be mindful of. And sometimes you don't have those opportunities. If you're a parent and you want to take better pictures of your kids, you don't have time to set up off-camera flashes and make sure they're all synced and set the settings on them and all that stuff. I want you to understand some of those things, but I also understand that sometimes it's just about having your camera ready, being able to adjust your settings really quick and grab that photo of your little one running around or of a moment happening that you want to make sure that you capture. So of course that's going to be the main goal of this course. And then in the future, if you want to look into photography deeper, we'll get into some of these concepts deeper in perhaps another course. So that's what you can expect in this course, to have a great understanding of photography and the camera that you have so that you can take better